Yo, what's good, everybody? You know what I'm saying? Cozy Corner Boys back in the building, you know what I'm saying? With a special edition of the Cozy Corner, man. We got, as you see on the screen here, the Tournament Challenge, NCAA Tournament time. Tournaments get ready to start on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? And we here for a lot of hoops. My guy, I got my little notebook here. I got like a little notebook of games on just Thursday and Friday. So we watching hoops, man. But we finna do our bracket, you know what I'm saying? We finna get started. So, starting out with the number one overall seed, we got the Gonzaga Bulldogs going against Georgia State in the first round. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be an easy dub for them boys over there in Washington.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move them boys on to the second round. Now, the first round matchup that they may go against is Boise State and Memphis. Now, this is gonna be probably one of the more competitive games of the first round, just because these two teams are so even. We don't really know what we're gonna get from either side, really, especially from Memphis side, because when they look good, they look really good, but sometimes they can be bad. So it's kind of like up in the air.
It'll be interesting though.
Hell yeah, me being selfish, I want to see Jalen Duren against Chet Holmgren, which is a dream for me. It'd probably be the best like draft wise matchup going into the tournament. So for selfish reasons, I want to pick Memphis, but Boise State is a damn good team. So what you thinking?
Yeah. I was just watching Colorado State versus Wyoming just because I wanted to see if Wyoming really had a chance in beating. I knew they weren't gonna beat them boys.
Hey man, chill. You know.
But then I think Michigan gonna beat Colorado State too. I don't know. After watching Wyoming versus Colorado State, I'm like, yeah, Mountain West might be good within each other, and I don't know if they messing with them big time boys.
They may be, they may not. That's why we play the games.
But I'm gonna take them over Memphis though.
Okay. Yeah, I'm leaning that towards that way too. An older team, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got a chance to make a nice little run into the second round. This matchup, UConn and New Mexico State. We've seen UConn before, you know. New Mexico State, I haven't seen too much about. I heard that they can shoot. And teams that can shoot can get hot in the tournament, and you know, it can go one of two ways. It could be a blowout for UConn, or they're gonna be in a dogfight and they may lose this game. But I don't really know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? With a matchup like this, so I'm gonna depend on you because you're our resident Big East supporter.
Yeah. Definitely rocking with UConn on this.
Okay.
And if it's a dog fight, that's gonna be in UConn's hand. That's what they've been fighting. They've been dog fights all season.
Yeah, that Big East is war. East is war, man. So we're gonna move them into the next round. Another tricky spot where you got Arkansas going against Vermont. Vermont is the same kind of thing. They I seen some of the parts of that game when they beat UMBC to get into the tournament. Shoot the lights out now. They can shoot the lights out now. But we see Arkansas in a myriad of games. Like they play defense, you know, and I think the defense is gonna win out in this kind of game. Is you know.
Yeah, I like Arkansas too. They better not lose this game.
It's too much defense, even though like we said when we just preface, we recorded this before, but audio issues, my bad. Boo me.
Boo this man.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to.
Oh, good, man.
But Arkansas, we talked about this before. They have almost the same team. They just don't have Moses Moody, who kind of put them over the top last year, and why they were a top 3 seed and they were really, really deep into the SEC. So missing that is going to be a big key. JD Note is going to have to carry the load. And I'm not saying that they're going to blow Vermont out. I would pick the defensive team, but I can see a scenario where JD Note doesn't get his game off like that in this game and Vermont shoots the lights out. Indeed.
The Jolly Ranch.
Oh man. Next game we got Bama against the winner of Rutgers and Notre Dame, who play tomorrow night. Who will we pick in the game between Rutgers and Notre Dame? Didn't we pick that before?
Yeah. I feel like we were torn. I feel like we went on Rutgers, though.
Yeah.
I probably went on Rutgers.
Yeah, just because Notre Dame is kind of anemic. Sometimes they don't have too many like OD good wins. They beat Kentucky, which you know, in this game, and then matching up with Bama, them guards for Bama might be too much for them boys. Way too much.
All right.
So we rocking with the shooting with Alabama going over either Rutgers or Notre Dame, right?
If they play Rutgers, I don't know. I might take Rutgers. If they play Notre Dame, I think they're gonna run. They're gonna run on Notre Dame. I'll move Alabama.
And it's kind of chalk, but at the same time, it's like it's Texas Tech and Montana State. Texas Tech physical defense, rebound, typical Big 12 team. They can play. They can make the game really ugly for you. So yeah, Texas Tech moving on to the next round. Now this next one, 7-10, Michigan State and Davidson. I'm gonna hand this off to you. As you can see by the green sweater, Michigan State is in the building, so I'm gonna hand it off to you.
I just saw Davidson play Richmond in that Atlantic 10 championship in person. They said the spread for that game, Michigan State versus Davidson, is 1. Definitely taking that -1 spread. I don't know. Probably gonna beat the shit out of Dave.
Okay. I'm gonna move Michigan State into the second round. I don't know much about Cal State Fullerton, being 100% honest. I know Duke is talented enough to win this game, so we're gonna trust that they're gonna win this game and move them to the second round. So
that they handle business for Coach K.
Schmagilgi. So next round in the West, we got 1 Gonzaga, 8 Boise State. I'm pretty sure we're gonna go with Gonzaga just from what we've seen. They look to be like, well, they're the number 1 overall seed for a reason. So we're gonna move them over to the next round. Now this next matchup, shit. UConn and Arkansas. This is gonna be a tough matchup. I think it's gonna come down to the big men in this game, Jalen Williams and Sanogo, between UConn and Arkansas.
We coming at it from 2 different angles. You think it's the big man? I think it's gonna be between, like you said, RJ Cole and JD Note. I think.
Yeah.
Whoever wins that battle is gonna win that game.
Mm-hmm. With that being said, we're gonna move UConn to the you know what I'm saying, to the Sweet 16. This next matchup. Talk about contrasting styles. Boy oh boy. Bama shoots hella threes, runs, does everything of that nature, going against a Texas Tech team who can play that style, but they prefer to muck the game up, make it slower, be physical, out rebound you, things of that nature. And in this game, I really would give the edge to Alabama just because of their guards. Their guards are top tier. You know what I'm saying? And the problem was this season it seemed like they didn't care against like teams that weren't as good. But when it's time to turn that shit on, they're there. You feel me? So I just think that in that experience and everything like that is going to push them over the top to get to the Sweet 16.
It's going to be an intense game.
Intense as
Yeah, it might be the J.D. Davidson game.
You know? I think my boy JQ going get his game up. You seen he got jelly, like actual jelly? That shit tough.
Yeah,
now, the final matchup of the second round in the West, you got Michigan State against Duke, 2 blue blood programs. And being honest, I think this matchup is a lot closer than people will put on paper, just because I've seen Michigan State a bunch of times. And as we've seen that we both talked about before, they can compete with any team in the country. You know what I'm saying? Playing in the Big Ten, one of the tougher conferences in the country, they've been able to compete with the top of the top. And I really think they could compete, man.
I think they set that up though. They want to see Izzo versus
Coach K.
Yeah, they definitely set us up.
Because the last time they played, it was a banger. You know what I'm saying? It came down to the wire. Y'all got the dub. You know what I'm saying? Y'all won, right?
That was the classic.
No, the last time they played in the tournament, 2019.
Who was it again? Zion?
Yeah. I feel like y'all won that game.
I want to say we won that game too.
Yeah, y'all did, cause it was Cassius Winston and yeah.
Washington with Cash.
I'm tempted to go with y'all in this game. You say you think you are, or you not?
I don't think we are. We don't got no scores.
Okay. What about my guy Tyson Walker? You know. All right, it might not be enough, but I think it's gonna be closer than people expect. So I'm gonna move Duke on to the Sweet 16. All right.
But I don't know if we're gonna put up enough points.
Hell yeah. Yeah, because once Duke gets going, they can start running with it. I would think Wendell Moore is gonna be the key for Duke throughout this whole tournament, because he's the point guard. He's the guy that sets the tone for everybody else on the younger team. So we got Gonzaga and UConn. This is just setting up for UConn just to go back, not UConn, Gonzaga to go back to the Elite Eight. It's just, you know, it's not really a discussion because they've been so dominant the whole year.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now this game, buddy, you better call your mom, your dad, your aunt, you call everybody. This is showtime. Duke, Alabama, experienced team against an inexperienced young team with hella talent.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a war, a real life war.
I think if we do beat them, if we do beat Duke and we see Alabama, we definitely gonna get up on Alabama. At that point, our confidence is gonna be too high.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but I don't think we're gonna get past Duke.
I'm dead ass tempted to take Bama in this game, just because of the guards' experience. You know.
Yeah. I haven't seen him. Like you said, we done seen this fold too many times this season.
You talking about Duke?
Alabama. Duke too though.
Because the thing with Bama is I've seen them fold, but I've also seen them step up. Namely, the game against Gonzaga, the game against Houston. What other big game did they play early in the season that I'm not remembering? The game against Baylor. Like, they stepped up in all three of those big games, and this is that time. You know, I don't think they're the only team they may have lost to in these big games is in conference, like a Tennessee or a Kentucky, but.
Yeah.
You know? Tiebreak.
I'll take just because they're the bigger team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It'll be a tough matchup. Jeremy Roach. No.
Jeremy Roach brought it in the ACC tournament in a couple games. He wasn't there in the championship game like that, but he brought it in those other games. I think whoever Trevor Keels is going to guard is going to be key. I think they're going to put him on Shackelford, try to shut him down. And then they'll probably put Wendell Moore, probably get a bigger guy on Javon and try to make it hard for him. Now that I think about that, I'm going to go with Duke.
That's exactly why I'm going with Duke.
I'll
put them big boys on him, man.
All right, so we're going to save this matchup for later on, Gonzaga, Duke, and Elite Eight, and we're going to move over to the South. South has two of my favorite teams in the tournament. Arizona and Villanova and Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to start with the number one seed, of course. Arizona against the winner of Bryant and Wright State. And go Arizona to win this game. I don't think we're going to have another 116 debacle for a long time. We got Seton Hall and TCU. In this game, I thought about it from the first time we did it. I think I'm leaning more towards Seton Hall because they're a bit of a bigger team. They played a bit better in conference. They gave some teams some run for their money, and the times I did see them, they were impressive to me. So I will go with Seton Hall in this game. What about you?
I want 50-50 on that one, so I'm gonna leave that one to you.
Okay, I'm gonna move Seton Hall over to the second round, and to be a dogfight. Now this next matchup, I have a little bit of stakes involved into it. Not nobody I know, but Jordan J. Walker, you know what I'm saying, Jelly Fam affiliate, you know what I'm saying, is on UAB, and that young man gets busy, okay? Busy. He's
boy
like
has been.
he's like 5'10". He makes some of the toughest jumpers you ever seen in your life. And Houston, they had some injuries. I seen an article the other day that said Marcus Sasser, it may come back. I don't know if he'll be back to play this game, but I doubt he'll be back to play in a game like this. But I think Houston's defense is gonna be too much. But I kind of want to pick UAB too, because there's got to be at least one upset. But I don't know, man.
I gotta go with the big dogs. Marcus Sasser tripping though. But to sit his ass down. He's not even supposed to be in college right now anyway.
Losing, they ain't sweet like that no more. So I feel like this is gonna be like the first big upset of the tournament. This matchup right here.
I ain't gonna disrespect that Big Ten like that. Not with Chattanooga.
Not with Chattanooga, but okay, I can see where you're coming from. But how
they got big man too?
They do have Kofi. Yeah, Kofi is definitely a problem that you're gonna have to deal with. In the shooting, yeah, the shooting puts it over the top for Illinois with me, because of the shooting with Plummer, Frazier, guys like that. So yeah. Now going into this second round, first round matchup with Colorado State and Michigan. After doing some initial research after we recorded on Sunday, I think I'm gonna go with Michigan just because of the size factor. Like Diabate, Hunter Dickinson, they're probably gonna be too much for Colorado State in this game. Even though the record isn't as great as you want it to be, I think Michigan could pull out at least this win.
Yeah, I think they should. I was watching Colorado State yesterday, or this morning. Well, I don't know. They do got something like a white boy on the bench.
David Roddy is cool. We want to play
Roddy
here.
Tough. Yeah, Roddy get it done. He had 20 something in the game I was watching.
Mm-hmm. Moving on. What'd you say?
At Eagles.
Mm-hmm. Moving on from that, we got Tennessee going against Longwood. Tennessee has been dominant. They won the SEC tournament. They had a share. I think they had a share of the SEC championship in the regular season too. They play defense. They have great guards. They have size. They can rebound and they can shoot. So, with that being said, on to the second round. Matchup here. I think this game is on Thursday, right? No, this game is the first game on Friday. Loyola, Chicago, and Ohio State. This is gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? But Ohio State been looking bad. You know what I'm saying? Not terrible, but they ain't been up to par as of recently. And
down.
Loyola, Chicago, they always tough. They building this brand of being tough as nails and playing their way to get W's. So I think Loyola finna pull out a dub on you know what I'm saying, on Ohio State. And this is like a popular pick too, I think. You know what I'm saying? Because of the way Ohio State has been playing as of recently. I think Loyola Chicago is gonna pull out the dub.
Yeah, I'm 50-50 on that one, so I'm cool with Loyola Chicago.
Cool.
I think they could definitely get that win.
Yeah. Now next one, Villanova and Delaware. Villanova is another veteran team. They've been in the wars before. They've been through the fire. And I don't see them slipping up against Delaware and Jameer Nelson's son. So I don't see that happening. Boom. So we're going to move them on to the second round. We're going to stay at the bottom here, and we're going to work our way back up to the top. Loyola Chicago and Villanova, that's going to be a tough game, too. It's not going to be nothing OD crazy, but I feel like their styles are similar, where they play a slower paced game. They're methodical with it, and I think Villanova is just too tough in a scenario like this to really to get themselves the advantage over top of over top of Loyola. So we're gonna move them on to the second round. Aye. The bigs, not the guards, but the bigs. Michigan's guards are, you know what I'm saying? If my boy Doug was, you know what I'm saying, if that boy Doug was there, it'd be different. Not there yet, but Tennessee guards is too tough in this matchup. Whereas the bigs are kind of even with Hunter and Musa, where they're going against Plapchich and Josiah Jordan James and guys of that nature. So I think Tennessee is gonna pull it out and we're gonna get a rematch in the Sweet 16. This is a tough matchup where I'm gonna have you make the decision. Cause I don't know.
It's tough. I'll probably have to go with Houston.
Why is that? You think it's the physical nature is gonna bother Kofi?
Yeah, I think they got somebody they got about two big men that's gonna match up with Kofi.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, but I seen he got hurt in the AAC championship game. So
You talking about Fabian, number 35?
yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's not too hurt, but I think they're gonna be just as physical, if not more physical than Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
The point guard, his name is Head. And shit, he probably just as good as Cabello.
Mm-hmm.
He can hoop with them, so I don't know. Give me Houston on that.
Okay. I'm gonna rock with that. Side of the bracket to lose. I don't see them losing this game at all. So going into the next matchup, Arizona and Houston. Aesthetically, they're two different teams, but I think. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, I was just saying the matchup.
Yeah, Arizona, they can match up with Houston well. Plus, they're bigger, deeper, and they're just better. So, Arizona, you move on to the second round. I'm gonna leave this one with you. This is a rematch from earlier in the season where Villanova kind of dominated the game against Tennessee, in one of those like early tournaments where Kennedy Chandler got in foul trouble early in the game. Zakai Ziegler wasn't all too comfortable yet, and they kind of got out on him. So it's gonna be tough.
Villanova gonna handle business again.
They're gonna handle their business.
Yeah.
Handle
And
your
they're just
business.
Too big and too veteran.
Tennessee is a bigger team than Villanova.
I'm talking about from the guards' perspective.
Oh, okay, yeah. With Colin Gillespie, Justin Moore, guys like that, they are some big ass guards. They are. They post their guards up too. Yeah. We got Baylor. Not as dominant as they were last season, but still a number one seed, which there's something to be said about with that. That is a great achievement, you know. But they got Norfolk State in the first round. They keep doing the HBCUs kind of crazy with these 16 seeds. Give us like a 14, you know what I'm saying, 13 at least. You know what I'm saying? When they win a conference championship, but it is what it is. Baylor's gonna move on. All right, North Carolina and Marquette. You've seen more of these two teams than I have, so I'm gonna let you. You know what I'm saying? Get on your Grizzly with this one.
It's gonna be a good matchup, man. I don't really know who I'm gonna pick. It's gonna come down to who's gonna score more, Justin Lewis or Caleb Love.
Mm-hmm.
I think the ball's gonna be in their hands to make the decisions for both teams. I think they got Shaka Smart coaching Marquette. I guess he has tournament experience.
His last year they got bounced in the first round by 14 seed, but that's some Texas shit. But we'll get to them later. Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Marquette lost to Creighton.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's gonna be a good ass game.
All right.
I just had to take North Carolina.
Yeah, I was gonna say to break the tie. I'm rocking with my boy Armando Bacot. You know what I'm saying? On this next matchup, we just seen this team play Indiana against St. Mary's. Trace Jackson Davis put on a show. I think he had 29 points or 30 points and double-digit rebounds. He's a force on both ends of the floor, blocking shots, altering shots at the rim. You throw it to him down low. He's a force. I think they can they can do something in this round where they get past St. Mary's.
They already get past St. Mary's.
UCLA, to get in this game, they want their get back. They try and get it back in blood. So I'm gonna go with UCLA. Give me Virginia Tech. Who you got?
Virginia Tech.
Let me tell you something. Texas, you need to do something with yourself. Okay, you guys are an old team. You come on now. You're not built like that. You really not built like that. I better get their shit in order if they're going to that. They better get their shit in order if they're going to the SEC. Cause all right now. All right.
Both of them.
Now next matchup is Purdue and Yale. I still feel the kind of same way we did when we recorded the first version. I think Yale could win this game. I'm moving on, but I really think Yale will win this game.
No, I'm right.
Okay.
I can't see the Ivy League.
Okay. They're on to the second round. Murray State and San Francisco. Guards. What's up with that? But Murray State on to the second round.
Yeah, they only lost 2 games. I don't like shit like that.
What you think you think they're not war ready? That conference championship was a war with Morehead State. I know that. That's it. Next round. Next matchup: Kentucky, St. Peter's, Kentucky. Shit. All right. Next matchup we got an in-state rivalry, which is not really a rivalry. Kentucky and Murray State. I really think this game is going to be very, very close, just because Murray State has the type of swagger where they're not going back down. They have another guy that they can throw it to down low that won Conference Player of the Year. I'm not remembering by name right now, but he's tough. Tevin Brown is a guard that they're probably going to stick on Tata or Xavier. Probably Tata, because Tata is the guy that can shoot. But I think we got too much for them. I really do. This is hard because I can see a realm where they're in this game the whole entire way, and it comes down to that. You know what I'm saying? So what you just said, like experience, and I'm gonna go with Kentucky.
I'm gonna let Murray State for the upset.
All right, I could change it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, I'm gonna change it. Murray State. Fuck it. Cause I'm picturing it in my head, and I can see them really controlling the pace of the game and kind of flustering the guards, and I know the cracks in Kentucky. So
30-2.
So next game we got Virginia Tech and Purdue. I think Purdue would win this game in this matchup against Virginia Tech. If they get past the first round, I think they'll be straight. So I'm gonna go with Purdue in this matchup. IU and UCLA. I'm gonna hand this one off to you, my boy. I'm gonna hand you the baton. Boom.
Chase Davis Jackson, one of the best players in the country. The lottery pick right there.
I don't think he's gonna be a lottery pick, but I think he has that type of talent. Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Indiana.
Okay. I'm rocking with it. I'm fucking with it. Okay. You're gonna have a nice little Cinderella run on this side of the bracket. You feel me? Baylor too much for what North Carolina got going on. The wings is crazy too with Jeremy Sohan and Kendall Brown.
Yeah.
I got too much. Flo Thamba against Armando Bacot is gonna be a good matchup. So I'm gonna go with Baylor. Snip there.
I thought they were playing North Carolina.
No, I already advanced Baylor. I'm talking about Baylor against Indiana.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're gonna definitely beat that.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you do the Purdue in the Murray State game. This is gonna be a tougher matchup for Purdue. But I think the size is definitely gonna play a factor with Zach Edey in this kind of game.
Yeah, I agree. And Murray State not gonna have no size to go with that.
All right. So we're gonna move Purdue to the Elite Eight. Now we're gonna scoot over to the Midwest. Kansas and Texas Southern. Kansas, obviously. We gonna rock with Kansas in that game. San Diego State and Creighton. San Diego State, I'm rocking with them in this game. How about you?
I'm leaving that one up to you. I don't know.
West guys, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna move San Diego State on into the next round. Richmond and Iowa. It's 5-12 matchup. I think this Keegan Murray game. Like Keegan Murray been same way Trace Jackson Davis been dominating. Keegan Murray has been on an incredible tear. Right?
Yeah.
I don't think they had nothing to match up with him at all.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move Iowa over. If I can fucking click it, we can move them over to the second round. This matchup is prime for upset. Tell you why. I kind of have a feeling that Providence is one of those teams where they have a great regular season and they get into the tournament and then they just like drop the ball. I just had that feeling about those teams, this kind of team. You know.
Yeah.
That's all I got. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be an upset at least in each bracket, on each side of the bracket. I think this one is probably gonna be the one of the bigger ones.
Yeah.
So we gonna move South Dakota State into the second round. LSU and Iowa State. This game could be another upset just because LSU don't have their head coach no more. Will Wade got fired. But they have the better talent in this game. But the coach not being there, that was there the whole season, might trip them up. And Iowa State is a sneaky good team out of the Big 12. Sneaky good with good guards. Like, good guards. So I'm going to leave this one up to you. This is a toss-up. I'm going to leave it up to you, and you pick, and I'll rock with it.
I think LSU going to beat the shit out of them. By 10 at least.
All right, I'm gonna move LSU over to the second round. Next game is Wisconsin at Colgate.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm just saying Colgate.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna go with USC just because of the size. But Isaiah Wong put that ball in the hole. I don't know, man. No. I'm gonna go with USC.
You say USC is the bigger team, and it seemed like Miami before doing it in clutch time.
Auburn and Jacksonville State. I think Auburn's gonna win this game.
Yeah.
Now, second round we got USC and Auburn. This is gonna be if they do match up, I think this is gonna be a really good matchup because the size thing is about the same, and it's gonna come down to Wendell Green and Katie Johnson against Boogie Ellis, and I'm not remembering other brand name from USC.
I'm leaning toward USC. I've been all the brackets I made. I chose Auburn in this game, but right now I'm feeling USC.
That's what your gut telling you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm a gut feeling type of guy, so we're gonna go with USC. Next one is Wisconsin and LSU. Wisconsin LSU is tough. Two defensively oriented teams, but I don't know because LSU be triple switching and shit like that.
Yeah.
And pre-switching.
John Davis ain't been guarded by no Baton Rouge boys this season. They're gonna bring that toughness to him. He probably ain't seen too much this season.
Some physicality.
Yeah.
We rocking with LSU?
Yeah, I think I'm rocking.
Damn. Okay.
LSU.
All right. Now the last two, we got Iowa and South Dakota State. It'd be tough in these kind of games when the lower seed move on, because if you do predict them to win, how they win is gonna be key into how they could win the next game. But I'm gonna go with the best player, which is Keegan Murray. You know.
Yep.
And Kansas, San Diego State. It's gonna be a close game, but I think Kansas got too much for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing here. Okay. Sweet 16. We got Iowa and Kansas and LSU going against USC. We're gonna start with Kansas and Iowa. I think Kansas can definitely gonna win this game. I think they got too much when it comes to athleticism, size, and just better players. like depth wise.
Yeah, but have they played a guy like Keegan Murray all season?
Let's think about it. Big 12, you got I
Or
don't
has
know.
Ochai Agbaji played anybody that's on his level all season?
I mean, he's not gonna be guarding them. It's gonna be McCormick and Jalen Wilson and Mitch Lightfoot and guys like that.
Guarding Keegan?
Yeah, Keegan like 6'9". We're gonna move Kansas into that Elite Eight. You feel me? And then
I'm taking Iowa. So we gonna move Kansas.
okay.
I'm taking Iowa.
Okay. Will you pick an Iowa and your other ones too?
I don't know. This is all right how I'm feeling right now.
Okay. My man on a high right now. Okay. LSU, USC. This is a toss up for me, so I'm gonna let you go since you on a roll right now.
You said LSU and who?
USC.
LSU again.
Okay.
She making a run.
They indeed are. I was hoping they made a run last year with Cam Thomas with Michigan. So, yeah, I'm kind of heard about that. All right, so we got our Elite Eight set. We're gonna keep it down here at the bottom. We got Kansas going against LSU. I think I'm rocking with Kansas in the end, just for the same reason because of Iowa. You know, even though LSU's a little bit of a bigger team, I'm still gonna rock with Kansas. I just think that their mix of guys that have been there already might be too much for LSU. That's where they kind of get tripped up. So Kansas is our first entrant into the Final Four. Next matchup, I'm gonna let you handle this one. Baylor and Purdue. I'm gonna put all the pressure on you.
I don't take Purdue. I'm gonna go with the best player in the
I was
game.
feeling that way too.
Yeah, best player in the game, and Baylor's still hurt. They missing a couple guys. I don't think they're going. And it's not.
But I'm still.
They had last year.
But the only hang up I have right now that I'm thinking about, Sasha Stefanovic. He runs hot or cold. He is a wing. He will more than likely be guarded by those wings that Baylor has. They don't give the ball to Jaden Ivey enough to run pick and rolls. But on the other side, I think interior wise, Purdue will have the advantage. They get offensive rebounds, get fouled a lot going to the line with Zach Edey and Travion Williams. So I'm gonna go with Purdue in this game.
Yeah.
Additional 1-2s. I'm gonna let you handle Arizona and Villanova, and I'm gonna go with Gonzaga and Duke. I'll start with Gonzaga and Duke. The first time they matched up, Mark Williams was a problem. Paolo was a problem. Paolo had 20 in the first half, and he was in his bag. He was getting his game all the way off. He was getting his shit off, boy. This is probably gonna be an all-time tournament game if this does happen. I don't know, man. It's tough. This is very, very tough. I'm gonna go with Duke. I'm gonna go with Duke in this game, just because I don't know. I'm gonna go with Gonzaga. I don't see Mark Williams getting the best of Chet Holmgren again. I think this is gonna be like a Chet game where he's like, oh yeah, I'm the number one pick. I'm definitely one of them. And I'm finna tee up, and you ain't nothing you can do to stop me. Hitting trail threes, getting to the lane, spinning, dunking the ball, blocking 6-7 shots. I could see that being a Chet Holmgren. Yeah, I'm that dude like game.
Yeah.
So next one's on you, my guy.
Who is it?
Arizona, Villanova.
Right there. I don't know. It could be a good game.
Hell yeah.
Does Villanova have a big man?
Really, not really. No. Everybody's like 6'8".
Got that boy Samuels.
Mm-hmm.
I think Arizona. I don't know, because Arizona, they big boys. They look like. Oh, that's kind of hard to judge a Pac-12 team.
But what
They
I'm,
didn't even put Colorado in the tournament.
yeah.
That's fact. And they was like the fourth, fifth best team.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they beat Arizona too.
Yeah, they did. They got out on them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's tough. You're not going wrong either way, but in my opinion, I think Arizona got too much just because of the pace that they play at. It kind of favors them, but at the same time, when Arizona went to go play Tennessee and Tennessee slowed them down, they ain't know what to do. So you're not going wrong either way.
I think all day I was picking Villanova. I think the bracket I did earlier, I said Villanova was going to win.
Yeah,
Take Villanova.
they the dark horse for me. Villanova is one of them ones where it's really, really tough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now we're
I
into
think
our
they got the guys that can lock down Mather. Has Mather really played anybody?
yeah. They played
Tennessee,
Tennessee.
UCLA.
They played
I'm
UCLA.
talking about a defender.
Yeah, Tennessee, and they play Illinois too. They play some tough games. Now, defender wise, I'm not sure. I don't really know.
They don't got no defenders on them team.
Tennessee do, but
Who?
huh?
Who?
Tennessee, both of them guards play defense. And Josiah Jordan James is a big body. This 3-and-D guy. So
Yeah, bro.
ain't no really getting to the rim against them either.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's where we at with them. But to the Final Four we go, man. We gonna tackle a game each. I'm gonna let you pick which game you wanna, you know what I'm saying? And that I was about to say analyze. That's the word I'm looking for. Analyze. I was about to say analyze, which is crazy. I should stop saying shit like that. Last time I said some shit like that, I said Nikola Jokic had the BBL. But I'm gonna let you pick. I'm gonna let you pick a game, and then you can talk about it.
Who you got? Villanova versus who'd you pick?
Villanova and Kansas and Gonzaga and Purdue. I'm gonna let you pick, and then I'll take the other one.
Villanova and Kansas. I'm gonna take Villanova. Just think Villanova got the more complete team than most of these teams,
Mm-hmm.
and they've been here before. And if I gotta trust somebody, I'm trusting.
Colin Gillespie, that dude. Colin Gillespie, that dude, man.
I don't want.
He next.
I'm not
He
trusting
next
Colin
in that
Gillespie. I'm
line.
trusting Villanova.
He's in that line with the Ryan Archidiakonos and Jalen Brunsons and you know what I'm saying, that long lineage of Villanova guards. He's tough.
He is tough.
He's tough.
But is he league tough? You said Jalen Brunson.
But I'm saying Ryan Archidiakono too.
I don't even know who that is, bro.
You don't remember Ryan Archidiakono? That was on the teams when they won the first national championship. When they hit that game winner, he passed it to him.
Okay, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
All right.
Good
So yeah, on the pitch back, you know what I'm saying? Good trail 3 for the win. But Gonzaga and Purdue. This is tough. This is real tough because they match up so well, really well, too well maybe. Both elite offenses, got size, good guards. I'm gonna go with the Zags. I'm gonna go with Gonzaga.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Gonzaga. Now we are into our national championship. You picked Villanova. I picked Gonzaga to make it this game. Let's make it interesting. Let's make a case for both of these teams to win this game. I'm gonna let you go first.
And Villanova's just at this game.
You know what I'm saying? That's
They
kind of
don't have to
tough.
shoot the lights up.
They are gonna have to. Yes.
If they shoot the lights on, not too many turnovers to beat Gonzaga.
And on the Gonzaga side, size, just size, like too much size.
Yep. Too much size.
The only thing that could get them in trouble is foul trouble. But I think Gonzaga's got it in this kind of matchup.
Right.
Seems like you feeling the same way, so we're gonna pick Gonzaga to win the national championship, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to pick the final score, or we just gonna rock with how we rock with it?
74-16. think in the other one I had the one I did earlier. I think I had Villanova versus Arizona. I chose Villanova.
You know what I'm saying? We got the Bulldogs. Yeah, man. Tournament is finna be fun, man. Hella good matchups. We've been recording for an hour. I'm gonna have to chop this down. But you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it. I don't really got too much else to say for this. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. We're gonna probably do some more videos like this, where we're doing stuff outside of just the pod. That's just fun. So, stay tuned, man. Until next time, you know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Stay cozy. You know what I'm saying?